Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 1 of week 2 of the Suicune research event, and that means we've got to wrap up last week before we can move on to next week. I did use the candies last night. I went ahead and used them on Raichu as suggested in the comments, and then I realized that Raichu gets Ingredient Finder at level 50, so definitely going to have to make sure that its pack stays full when we get there. But we did get 100 sleep points, puts us at a grand total of 879. The last chance bundles are now available if you are so inclined. And for our daily lottery, we're going to grab one Poke Biscuit, which we desperately need after how many biscuits we have spent over the last week. All right, all that done, let's jump into this sleep report. Hopefully get the slumbering type, because that would help skew towards the water types and skew towards the Suicune potential natural spawn that I keep hoping for and has just yet to happen. So with 9 hours 25 minutes of sleep, I'm slowly getting my sleep back on track. That looks like a balanced if I've ever seen one. Possibly dozing. Yeah, that's a dozing. All right, not good at all, but that does mean we should have a decent amount of drowsy power. About 200 million, I would say. Didn't get extra tasty lunch, but I did get an extra tasty dinner, and that pushed me almost to Master 18. I was about 40 grand away, so I just unfortunately wasn't going to be able to make it. I really wanted to hit Master 18 after getting that close, but no dice. But we did get 213.4 million drowsy power. That is definitely a record without a good sleep day boost. This is the best that I have done on my own. So, yes, very nice. Ooh, a top-belly Graveler. We got a lot of Pokemon here. Victory Bell, Houndour, Croagunk, which we could use a better one. Slowpoke. Got that natural Suicune. I seen it. All right, so we've got Houndour, Victory Bell, Squirtle, Graveler, Slowpoke, Victory Bell. Ooh, shiny Shuppet, Suicune, and Croagunk. I know exactly what we're going to put that daily lottery biscuit to use for. All right. 35,388 dream shards so far. Man, for a second, I saw the head crest and my brain jumped straight to Victini. Definitely not. Meowscarada, very nice. Is this the first Meowscarada? It might be. It is. A talented let's scratch that, start over. A talented magician, Meowscarada very occasionally attempts to perform magic while it sleeps, but the performance never seems to go as planned. I almost said a talented musician. Wow. Wow. My brain. Super smooth. Hungry Graveler. Hungry shiny Shuppet. Hungry Houndour. Suicune, of course, is not hungry. That's bad. It's not what we wanted. We want that Suicune to be hungry. Of course, I've already fed the Shuppet a little bit, but that's fine. It is what it is. All right. Definitely taking that shiny Shuppet home with us today. All right, and now for this Suicune. Let's see, how many new inventory has been added? Very nice. All right, so we do have the cheap biscuits. The question is, can we get away with it? Can we get away with it? All right, so let's buy the cheap ones first. We know we're gonna need at least 2 of them. So let's go ahead and buy those. Wow, let's go ahead and buy them. Don't give a Poke Biscuit. I almost messed up big time. All right, so Suicune Biscuit number 1. We're gonna try to catch this. No big hit, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Okay, let's try again. Come on. Hey, there we go. Now all I need is for you to not be full. Please don't be full. Please don't be full. Please don't be full. Come on, buddy. Come on. Yes, there we go. Nice. Caught a Suicune on the cheap. Now watch this be a crit cap. Nope. That would have been funny. Annoying, but funny. There we go. All right. Well, I think we're done. I think we're done here today. No, we're not. I still haven't even used my bonus biscuit. What am I talking about? Okay. Well, we do need a better Houndour too. A better Krogunk would also be nice. But I feel like we're doing pretty good on oil, and the Houndour's hungry. We'll worry about Krogunk later. So we'll just take the Houndour home, and then we'll call it a day. There we go. Very, very nice. All right, a good sleep research. Finally, for a Monday research, this is probably the best Monday research I've ever had in the entire year-long history of this series. So, very nice. As much as I want to show off the shiny Shuppet, I know that people are going to be upset if I don't send out the Suicune candy, so we're definitely going to send that out. And then we are going to grab our 105 mains. So today's research paid for the 2 biscuits I bought, so no worries. We're all good. All right. And let's go ahead and move on. I did use a luck incense last night as well, expecting to get a decent amount of dream shards. So how much did we actually get? 10,300 research XP. I will take that for sure. 43,764 dream shards, which I did need because I had to spend about 60k leveling up that Raichu. So definitely nice to make most of that back pretty quickly. But all right, let's go ahead and check out how good this shiny Shuppet is. It's level 15 in Calm, and I think Calm is speed of help down, so that might be bad. But we've got oil, and ginger. Shuppet is a berry specialist, so we're looking for some helping speed, berry finding. Inventory up is okay, but not really what we want, especially to double up on it. Skill trigger M, also not really what we're looking for. Sleep XP bonus, There it is. And helping speed. Only one of these subskills is actually what we're looking for, and I'm pretty sure the nature is speed of help down, cause it is. Yay. All right, well, that's about how shinies go. I don't think we could expect anything more from a shiny other than for it to be just the worst. I was so excited for a shiny Shuppet. And then here we are. This is definitely not gonna be good. I mean, we already see how bad it is. Helping speed's gonna pick it up a little bit, but I'm gonna say probably no more than a PR 10. I doubt helping speed is gonna be able to pull it above a 10. Also, this is running super slow, so we may just have to move on, and I may have to do these off camera because this is only level 75 and it's taking this long. So we definitely don't want to be sitting here for 15 minutes just for this to happen, but I do know there have been a few issues with the site lately. Oh, there we go. Now it's moving. We crashed the site in the live stream from a couple of days ago, so maybe there's a lot of heavy traffic on the site and it's causing it to slow down, so we might just have to move on, but it actually looks like we're already on to level 100 and it's chugging along. All right, we might be okay. We can let this one run out. For now, we just get to admire the beautiful shiny that really doesn't like me because it is not at all what it needed to be. It is trying to be a skill specialist, but it's also calm, so that's not good. Well, we're gonna go ahead and put it in the box because it's a shiny. We're gonna keep it, so we'll go ahead and put it in the box. We just need to figure out what the final rating is gonna be. Yeah, helping speed barely helped at all. Pretty safe to say that's a PR 5. Pretty safe to say, and let's try to get better about this. I've said it before, but I'm gonna try to get better about naming them as we go. B5, and that's it, because there is no berry finding, no helping bonus, nothing. This is just a B5. Yep, let's go ahead and move on. All right, well, maybe bad luck with Shuppet means good luck for Suicune, so let's see. Where is Suicune? There you are. Level 27 and gentle. Ooh, level 27 is nice. Let's see, what do we got? Apple, and oil. Okay, not bad, not bad. All right, what about our sub skills? How are we looking there? Ooh, ho, ho, ho. Okay. This could be good. Oh, this could be very good. Ooh, one sub-skill seed right now could put that inventory up to L. All we need is skill level up at 100. It would suck to have to wait that long, but ingredient finder, it's whatever. We got a long ways to go before we get ingredient finder. Skill trigger is really the main thing, and for gentle nature, it is main skill chance up. I believe our Suicune hunt may be over. We might be done, because this is already going to be very good. Yeah. Let's check at 25. Let's see. 25. 2.7 skill triggers per day. Already. And that's before we do sub-skill seed for skill trigger. Hopefully get that one. If not, we get inventory up L, so really not the worst case scenario. Yeah. I mean, we're pretty close to the best it could possibly be. 2.7 with skill trigger M, which we do have that, but we don't have helping bonus. But we do get helping speed at 50. So at 50, how are we looking? 2.9. The best is still one extra skill trigger per day. But the odds of finding this going to be very low. Only a 10% chance of finding something better at level 50. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're finding this one without serious investment in master biscuits and incense. So I don't think that's happening. I think this is the best we're gonna do for a while, and this is a very good one to have. The energy recovery down, but on the right team that won't matter. So could be very good. It will take a lot of main skill seeds to really power up that helper boost, but also at the same time, we don't really use our legendaries all that much. Like, I've got a pretty decent Raikou and okay Entei. Hardly ever use them because I'm never in a position to really just not do anything while I overstack for a couple weeks. So maybe if we actually get to that point, we could invest some main skill seeds, but getting the really skill level up would have been the big thing. If I could have got that at level 75, that would have been the real big ticket item for me. But honestly, PR 92, and that's before we even invest in it, we're looking pretty good already. So we're going to go ahead and save this one. Our Suicune hunt is over, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. This is actually better than the Raikou we caught. The Raikou we caught was 65 PR. I haven't rated it in a while, but when we first caught it, rated it, I think it was around 65, and with 2 sub-skill seeds, it would make it 85. So that was just all that we could do to make it as good as it could be, and it'll be 85. Suicune's starting out at 91, it looks like. Already doing better than the Raikou. So, plus, it works with my boy Blastoise, so you know I'm happy about that. But all right, so this looks like it's gonna be 90 or 91. I want to try to let it go a little bit longer before I make the call, but also getting apples and apples. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It is a skill specialist, so not that big a deal on the ingredient spread. Come on, buddy. I need you to move it along. Let's see, at level 75, 3.2 a day. The gap does widen more and more as it levels up, but with a legendary, you really just got to take what good you can get. There's not really a whole lot of hunting a better one. So for what it is, this one's actually pretty good, and it's looking like it's going to end up being 91. Fortunately, no helping bonus, but not bad. Not bad. We'll also have to take a look at this sometime and see what it would look like with max investment, because I bet it would be a lot better. But we're looking pretty consistent on skills 91. So S91. Gonna go ahead and lock that one in because I think that's what it's gonna be. Yep. There we go. All right, very good. Our Suicune hunt is over. We can now use all of those mains for whatever we want, unless we just want to get more Suicunes for more XP and dream shards, which we probably will do. Probably spend some mains on incense just to get some more juicy XP and dream shards. So let's go ahead and move on. Hopefully Houndour treats us just as nicely, because I do still need a better Houndour. Also gentle, so that's not good. It's not what we want on Houndour. We want helping speed up. But we've got herb and double ginger. Not bad. Let's see. How are we looking on these sub skills though? We do have berry finding, but it's after inventory up M and L. We get berry finding, we get skill level up, and there it is. And helping speed all the way at the end. But gentle is kind of not what we're looking for necessarily. This one's not bad, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think this one's bad. It's just not quite what we were looking for. And berry finding is so far away that I don't think we're going to invest in this one. I think we're going to try to find a better one. We do have the two things we want. We have helping speed and berry finding, but really, ingredient finding down would have been a lot better. I think I'd be happy if it was main skill chance up, ingredient finding down. I think that really would have made this one fine. Which one? Careful nature. A careful nature I think would have been all right with this. I mean, obviously, yes, we want adamant to get the speed of help up and the ingredients down, but if we can't get adamant and it had to be main skill chance up with ingredient finding down wouldn't have been bad. Pretty much any time you can turn ingredient finding down with a berry specialist is a good idea, but unfortunately didn't work with this one. And this one's looking like it's just kind of middle of the road, and I'm pretty sure the one that I have already is better than this. So yeah, and we're back to running pretty slow too on the calculation page. So I think we're gonna let this one run in the background. Pretty sure we're sending this to the professor. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move on. We'll let it run in the background so that you guys can see the final total. And yeah, we'll move on and get into week 2, because we do have a lot to do before we can get to breakfast. And I wanna make sure we have plenty of time for that. All right, so let's go ahead and choose our next research site. I did think about it yesterday, and I have decided. I know where I want to go, but I also forgot about the weekly summary yet again a year later, and I still forget about the weekly summary pretty much every week. So let's get the weekly summary done. For week 59, Master 17, 2,134,444 final strength with 466,522 gains from berries and 1,667,922 total gains from cooking. An overall sleep grade of S, not bad. 6 small handy candies, I will take that. Not bad at all. But we're not going to Lapis. I'm not sure why it's there. We are going to Cyan Beach for a couple of reasons. There are more water types that spawn here, sort of. There's less types that aren't water types that spawn here, I should say. And we still need a good Totodile and a good Wooper. So they all can spawn here. Suicune can spawn here. Figured this was the place to go. We got some random berries. We got Pecha and I think that's Figgy berries. And then of course this Snorlax is bigger than before. So this Snorlax should start at, yes, Ultra 1. And we got curries and stews. Ooh, curries and stews is actually pretty interesting. That is very interesting. All right, so we're gonna get 10 diamonds for going to bed on time. Very nice. And the 1 week rental period for my Good Camp set has ended. I did know that. I got the notification for it right before I started recording. I was hoping to get breakfast with it, but unfortunately didn't make it in time. A double skill trigger from the Suicune we had on the team already. That's nice. So that means we can go ahead and collect all of this. Ingredient magnet there is good. It'll help with a little bit of extra ingredients. It didn't really end last night with a whole lot to make anything really specific. So I'm not actually sure what breakfast we're gonna make. Another ingredient magnet is very good, especially at level 7. That's very good. Looks like the Houndour settled on a PR of 52. So yeah, probably, definitely looking like we're gonna send that one to the professor. But all right, so I'm not sure what we're going to be able to make for curries, but I got distracted with all the other stuff. There is no new news, no medals, but we do have community reports. And we're going to pick up about 49 of them. Very nice. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 that doubled up. Very nice. Oh no. Okay, I thought I'd double hit the next button. All right, we got 36 Suicune mains. Looks like all level 5s. Looks like. Yep. All level 5s. Very good. All right. And no level ups today. We're doing pretty good on this Suicune research. All right. We already collected from everybody. I'm over here zooming around like I need to collect from all my Pokemon. I've already done that. What happens when you get ahead of yourself? Okay, so what can we do here? Best we can do is... Oh no, the Drought Katsu Curry. Really? That's the best we can do? Yikes. Okay, well, I mean, if that's the best we can do, we don't have time to get other ingredients for anything else. I've already used the ingredient tickets from yesterday just to try to get a little bit of extra stuff, but seems like it was not enough. So yeah, let's see. I guess we'll make the Drought Katsu Curry. I suppose one subpar meal is not the worst scenario. We'll throw in all these eggs. We're not gonna need them. And we'll throw in a bunch of tomatoes. Okay. Speaking of meals, it's about time for some new recipes, I think. Feel like it's about that time. When was the last time we got a new recipe? I wanted to say dessert week, but that wasn't it. We got more recipes after that, I think. But either way, it's been a while. 12,316 seems so insignificant compared to the 60,000 we were getting last week. But it's only this one time. We're going to set the team up so we don't have to worry about it moving forward. Okay. At least we're starting off with a stronger than normal Snorlax. So we already started at Ultra 1, so maybe that will help make up for the subpar breakfast. We are at Ultra 2, which is good. That does mean that we should have completed a couple of missions. Not from the week 2. From week 2, as a reminder, Ultra 5, Master 2, Master 5 all get us some mains, 20, 30, and 40 respectively. Use 100 candies to get 50 more mains, and go to bed on time 3 times, cook 12 times for some more mains, 50 each. So, grade 2, well, we just got that one auto-completed. No worries there. A Totodile instance at Master 3, that's what I'm looking for. Cool. And then the rest should be pretty easy. Don't know if we'll be doing the last 2 this week. That's a lot of biscuits. And I'm not sure that I want to spend that much. But should be pretty easy. Okay, let's get this team set up. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going on. So let me actually switch to the recipe calculator tab, because that actually shows what my meals are currently at. Let's see. What can we do for curries? Do we have the herbs that we need to be able to make this work? We might. We might now. Thanks to, let's see. Let's go ahead and check out herbs. Thanks to you. Actually, I think we might. We might. And with the dragon berries, we're gonna be, yeah, I think this is a solid choice. Oh, but we don't have the good camp ticket, so we won't be able to make it. Okay, so no. Cancel that. Let's instead, yeah, let's make the Dream Eater butter curry. This will give us a chance to bring in I already know exactly who's on the team. You probably know too, but this will be a perfect chance for us to show off and level up our very good shiny Victory Bell. Oh, it's already leveled up. I thought it was a Bellsprout, but I forgot I evolved it. So we'll put that on the team. That'll bring in plenty of tomatoes. And then for potatoes, you already know who's coming. It's gonna be our potato cat. Where you at? There you are. That should be plenty of potatoes. I don't know. Might want to get this one to level 50 pretty soon. Maybe. Just for that ingredient finder. Just maybe. And then, of course, anytime I need milk and cocoa, you know exactly who it is. Plus, that'll help with the favored berries. So that leaves a couple of slots. Pretty sure we're going to have Gardevoir. Swap this out. Yeah, Gardevoir is going to stay on the team. Now the question is, do we want to throw Raichu on the team for the berries? Or Suicune on the team for the skill? And I think the fact that we only have one water type on the team means we go Raichu for the berries. But let's double check, because the favored berries are kind of weird this time around. And since we learned that handy dandy trick about the Pokemon box, let's go ahead and check that out again. Now we can view configuration. We'll go berry strength, make sure that's selected here. We are on Cyan Beach, but don't have... Oh, we do have Pecha berries, but the other one was the Figgy berry. So... Oh! Marowak actually outperforms Raichu because of the favored berries. Nice. Very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and throw Marowak on the team then. Where you at, buddy? Wait. There you are. That's the right one, ain't it? Yes. Ginger, Cocoa, Ginger. So Marowak will bring in 27,950 versus Raichu's 22,378. So in this situation, Marowak is the better one to put on the team. All right, well, you know what? I do think I'm going to switch that back. I'm going to put Victory Bell in slot 1. Just for my own personal thing, because then I can see the Victory Bell whenever I go to the sleeping screen. All right, so that's going to be the team. We should have no trouble getting these ingredients. We might actually get them to a point with how good all of these Pokemon are. We might get them to a point where we could actually swap out for more berry specialists, in which case we will be swapping in Raichu, looks like Dugtrio, and possibly Walrein as well, depending on how far we get on our ingredients. But for now, this is the plan, to run with these guys, to make the Dream Eater Butter Curry, because again, we don't have the good camp ticket. I could, instead of Marowak, swap in Flareon for a minute, let Flareon get a skill trigger, then swap Marowak back out and try to do the Kima Curry that way, but that's just too much swapping in and out, and then also trying to worry about getting 4 different ingredients that have no synergy across any Pokemon, whereas with this, I actually have the synergy between Blastoise with the cocoa and milk. So for that reason, I think Dream Eater Butter Curry is just going to be more consistent and easier to manage. I'm going to have a pretty full week, so I'm not really going to have the time to just sit here and micromanage everything. So for now, this is the plan. We're going to go Dream Eater Butter Curry. If we can get to a point where we are good and can swap in berry finders, might even start swapping in some of the other ingredient finders to make sure we have enough of these ingredients for Sunday. But other than that, not worried about the Kima Curry. So that is going to be the plan. We could make lunch now, but that would be silly because we don't have the ingredients we need to make what we want. So no lunch, but we're starting off very strong. We've got our brand new Suicune. Hopefully your Monday has gone as well as mine. This is the first time I've had, like I said, it's the first Monday sleep research that has gone this well, but hopefully the rest of the week goes just as well. So that said, that is going to be it for the video today. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Flight Master, Illusion, JP, White, Husky Star, and Jassy. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, go ahead and click the join button right next to the subscribe button. And while you're down there, go ahead and click the link to the Discord in the description box. Come join us and talk about Pokemon Sleep and join a fantastic community. Other than that, y'all have a good night, a great week, and until next time, later, dudes.